Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us for our webinar about marketing visual content, specifically Pinterest, the Hows and Whys. It's being presented today by Suzanne Bugge, who is the owner of A Focused Advantage. She's going to be telling us all about Pinterest today. If you want to be notified of future webinars when they are live so that you can ask questions directly, please follow our Facebook page at facebook.com/Meadowlands Tech Committee to be notified of when new webinars will be live. If you have questions regarding this webinar, you can contact Suzanne directly. I will let her give you the preferred contact information for any questions you may have. And we're heading over to Suzanne right now.
Hi, I'm Suzanne Bugge. I'm a member of the Meadowlands Chamber of Commerce and the Tech Committee, and I'm the owner of A Focused Advantage, an online marketing company. This presentation is about Pinterest, and since it will not be live today, if you have any questions, please email me. My email address is suzanne@afocusedadvantage.com. Thanks. Okay, so let's talk about Pinterest. Okay. Pinterest is a powerful social media platform that's great for sharing visual content. Photos and boards can help to show your brand's personality and engage your audience. And depending on your business, it can be a very effective part of your social media strategy. As with any other social media platform, you'll want to have a clear idea of what you're looking to accomplish, and you'll need to track those results. Now, Pinterest was launched in 2010, and it's already valued at $11 billion. It is a visual scrapbooking platform where its mainly female audience browses the various boards for inspiration about their next fashion purchase, next vacation destination, how to decorate the kitchen. And in the process, they also act as free brand representatives by repinning their favorite products and making them more visible to others. Let's talk about a few Pinterest statistics. There are 176 million registered users. 100 million are active. 80% of the users are female. Actually, I think that's an old stat. I think it's up a little bit. I think it's more like 84 now. 42% of online US adult women use Pinterest. 13% of men do. So you see it's much more skewed towards women. 30% of all US social media users use Pinterest. 67% of Pinterest users are under the age of 40, and 84% of Pinterest users search for health and fitness types of information. Pinterest has become a visual search engine. It has some of the most engaged and loyal users in social media. The majority of Pinterest users rely on the platform to research purchase decisions, and 87% of users bought a product directly due to something they saw on Pinterest. Pinterest is the second-ranked social network for driving e-commerce, second only to Facebook. But Pinterest is largely dominated by users sharing pins rather than brands pushing their products, all right? So I want to start with the basics. When you set up an account, you're going to need it's pretty easy. You're going to need a username, a profile picture or logo, so a little bit of information about you and your business, and your website link. The system will ask if you want to convert it to a business account. Say yes. It's the only way you get analytics, okay? So first, we're going to start with a few just definitions. So what is a pin? A pin is a visual bookmark. It's an image that links back to a website so that you can learn more about that product. In this case, where to buy that fire pit, all right? Boards are collections of categorized pins. And repins, which are copies of existing pins, it generates the most activity on Pinterest. The 80% of pins are repins. There's a huge opportunity for new stuff on Pinterest, so if you create pins, then they'll start repinning your pins. And let me just explain why you might want to pin something that's already on Pinterest. Because if you're not using Pinterest, it probably all sounds foreign to you. But let's say that you are going to redo the backyard and you want to include a fire pit. So you go on Pinterest and you search for fire pits, and you can create a board that says backyard ideas. So you stick the fire pit on that backyard ideas board, and 6 months later when the landscaper says, okay, I'm ready for that fire pit, where is it? you can go to your board and pull it up and get the information on where to buy that fire pin. So this is what people do. They make boards of things that interest them and they repin your pins. Okay, to create pins, and you see the slightly rectangular shape here, pins should be 736 pixels wide, and they can be anywhere from 900 to 1900 pixels long. You can play with that. Pins without faces get 23 times more repins than pins with faces. Pins with reds and oranges get twice as many pins as pins with dominantly blue colors. Random facts, I know. Infographics also get repinned very frequently, so people love infographics. One of the things you got to do when you start, though, is you've got to download the Pinterest button to your browser so that you can pin from anywhere on the web. That's pretty easy to do. Just go onto Pinterest and Google that, and then you put the button on and you can download, and you can pin anything you want, whether it's in Pinterest or whether it's from anywhere else on the internet. All right, and as you're creating pins, if you add a call to action, it increases the engagement and people repin it more than pins that have no reason to do anything else. You want to use hashtags, but not too many. With Pinterest, 3 or 4 is enough. And you should put a description in that has at least 200 characters, okay? So now we're going to go to boards. Boards are a collection of categorized pins. So if you look at that red dot there, that's the gas fire pit from the previous screen. Now it's on the board, and this entire board is dedicated to gas fire pits. Boards can be public or they can be secret. Secret boards are great for when you're starting out and you want to make a board, but you don't really want people to see it, so you got to get it the way you want it to look. You can also invite people to collaborate on boards. You don't have to do them all by yourself, so if you have a team at work and you want to make a board for the whole team, you can do that, and other people can pin on the same board. Now, if you're going to do a board for your business, you're going to want to have at least 10 boards with 5 pins each before you even launch your Pinterest brand, okay? You want to aim for 25 to 40 boards with about 50 pins in each. And if you look at this Serenity Health and Home Decor, they have 57 boards. So they have quite a nice number of boards. And right in the top, and that's where you want to put your most important boards, you can see the fire pit board. I put the red dot on that one again. So that must be one of their good selling items, all right? Now, boards should have they should be categorized. You don't put random things on. Every board should have a theme, and boards should offer something of value to the user. Entertainment, information, whatever it is you're going for. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Pinterest offers a huge opportunity for driving your business. I want you to look at this particular set of boards here. So what we've got is Alice Veraluce Photography. She has a total of 34 boards. And if I read them across to you from left to right, she's got books worth reading, products I love, favorite places and spaces, tattoos, and then my photography with the red dot. Now, my photography is her photography. That's her business. Every single image on that board in the bottom right-hand corner links back to her website. She's using Pinterest to drive her business. Okay, so Pinterest Analytics, once you set up yourself as a business account, you get access to pins, repins, and click rates, impressions, repins, and click rates. So pins with high impressions tell you that people are actively looking for that content. So adding similar pins should reach even more people on Pinterest. Pins with high repin numbers show that people find that content interesting enough to share and save. Try pinning similar things from your website or other relevant sources to keep your audience inspired. And pins with high click-through rates indicate that people want to learn more about that product, they want to take action on, or maybe purchase that content. So if you have other pins that are in the same genre, You can put them up and expect to get more traffic to your website from Pinterest, and ultimately more business to your website. Once you get comfortable with the basics of Pinterest, they have viable pins and they have rich pins, which can enhance the experience and make it easier for your customers to actually purchase directly through Pinterest on Shopify. Pinterest offers great opportunity to get your brand out there with repins and get your information spread all across the Pinterest arena without you doing a whole lot besides putting it out the first time. So Pinterest is a very powerful social media tool that leads to a lot of purchases and e-commerce. It's worth checking out, and if you have any questions, contact the Meadowlands Chamber Tech Committee and they'll point you in the right direction. Thanks. Thank you for listening and have a great day.